So until I'll also switch on my camera so you all can see me. So hi, I'm Dhruv. So I'll be conducting the workshop today. So until we start, maybe we can have a quick, short conversation. So I wanted to check with you all. How many of you all have already used ChatGPT before this? You all can do a yes, just type a yes, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, Mr. Johnson has. Okay,
I haven't used it.
you haven't used. Okay. What about the others? Have you all used it before?
Yes, I have used it.
Oh, wonderful. And what have you used it for, ma'am?
I have used it for making a report
Oh,
and mostly for searching something like I was in a new place, so I
okay.
was finding some Indian restaurant.
Oh, wow.
So I
Sounds
have
good.
used it
And
for that.
where are you? What is this new place?
Actually, I was in Turkey,
Okay.
Istanbul, so I was searching there.
Oh, wonderful. Did it
Actually,
help?
in the Google, I was sorry.
Did it help?
Yeah, it kind of, but
Okay.
not mostly because some places were closed
New.
already. It was not
Okay.
updated, I think.
I know exactly. All right. Perfect. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Wonderful. What about the others? Johnson, sir, where have you been using it? Okay, Mr. Johnson, not there. Anyone else who has ever tried ChatGPT before? Yes, no.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hi.
So I have been used to for taking the report because in the last week we conducted one program in the school.
Okay,
So I just need to make one report on it. So just I go to the chat GPT site
okay.
and I got two things. But they're showing one problem is that they're getting so many amount of requests from the different part of the world. So they're able to give on time. So
Oh,
just giving
okay.
after 24 hours only they will give the second one.
Really?
Yeah, because I just gone to the website. It's just below
Okay,
that there's one comment box is came
great.
like
So what
too
we'll do
much
is
amount of
we'll explore that today.
yeah, okay.
Great. Okay. Anyone else who has joined and used it before? Hi, Miss Pooja.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Which school do you represent, ma'am?
For one public service.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm so happy. I'm First of all, I'm so happy with PPS because I think all the branches, almost all the teachers and principals have been very proactive. So, Vijay sir has called and, multiple people from PPS have been very proactive about these workshops. So thank you. We appreciate that. Great. So people who've just joined, so we were just doing a small icebreaker. I wanted to know who has already used ChatGPT. Not a lot of people. Uh, Namita ma'am is from Lotus Valley. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Oh, you've used. Okay. Can you share, Namita ma'am, how have you used it? I mean, you can type, you can speak, whatever works. So thank you everyone for
I
joining.
have used.
So yes, Pooja ma'am, you've used it.
Yes, yes, I have.
Okay. And what did you create with it?
Uh, the very first thing I did was creating a poem for my brother's birthday.
Creating what?
Poem for my brother's
Poem.
birthday.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. And
Yes.
how was the poem? How was the poem?
I just added a few qualities which he has, the proactiveness which he has, and he is very fitness freak, and all those things
Ah,
I added, and it was just amazing.
kya baat
The
hai. Very
output
good.
was
Very good.
mind blowing.
Very good. I think you made the perfect use of Chat GPT, and I think you already understand now how it works. But we'll see some examples of what all can you do with Chat GPT today. Wonderful. So people who've just joined, we are just having a quick discussion on what are y'all using ChatGPT for right now, or are y'all even using it? So we'll start the workshop at 4 or 5. We are expecting more than 100 participants today. And just a disclaimer, just in case we cross more than 120 or 130 participants, we'll be doing a YouTube live stream. And on the YouTube live stream, we'll have to move there so that other participants can also come in, because we have a platform limit of 150 participants today. Yeah. So we were very happy. We realized that a lot of people want to know about this, and we did not anticipate so many registrations, but we are very happy, and we would want to do it again if some of you all miss out on it. Okay. Great. So I was just asking everyone, what are you all using ChatGPT for? I think the best answer until now is from Pooja ma'am. She's used it to create a poem for her brother, and she has also used the qualities that her brother has, like he's a fitness freak and everything, and she got an amazing output. Has anyone else used ChatGPT before? Yes, no. You all can just type in the chat box. Yes, Miss Prerna. Or made story for different alphabets. Oh, very interesting. I never thought of that. Okay, yes, for drafting circulars. Very nice. I think you all are already using a lot of it. Wonderful. I'm very happy. How about the others? Are you all using it?
So if I'm not able to see the chat box, I'm not able to type anything.
What do you think? Okay. So there is a small message icon. Can you see it anywhere?
No, probably because I've logged in from the phone. Let me just try out from the laptop.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
try from the laptop. I leave the meeting from here and join again from the laptop.
Or you can keep it here. I mean, stay on the meeting and try joining from laptop. No problem.
Just a second then.
Yeah. Okay. So a quick question to all of you all: who has never used ChatGPT before? And I expect a lot of you all to not have used.
एक मिनट 10 मीटिंग है अभी.
Okay. How many of you all have never used? So just mention I in the chat box, so I'll get to know. Maybe an I, so I'll get an approximate count. Okay. I think a lot of you all. Great. Then I think this is the right audience. Otherwise, I thought everyone has used it. What am I doing here? Great. So we'll wait for 5 more minutes. We are expecting a lot of other participants to join in. Is anyone from outside India? I think a lot of teachers from Middle East and a lot of principals from Middle East have joined. Anyone from the UAE? Yes, I think a lot of you all from UAE. You all can just mention a yes in the chat box, so I get to know how many from outside India. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, a lot of you all. I think 50% is outside India. Very happy. Great.
ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಫ್ರೀ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದಾರಾ? ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕಳಿಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Okay. Great. So I'll quickly start with the introduction, since it is already 4:02 in my clock. So my name is Dhruv. Hi. I am the Vice President of Marketing at a small company called Hackberry. I'm not sure if you all have heard about it ever. Anyone? Yes, no? Has anyone heard about Hackberry before? Just type a yes if you all have. Okay. No? Okay. No problem. So when we start the workshop, I'll give you all a quick introduction before I get started. So you'll understand where I'm coming from. So today I'm also accompanied with my colleague Nishant, who is the head of curriculum at Hackberry. So is Nishant's work camera on? Nishant, can everyone see you? Great. Hi. Wonderful. So Nishant is the head of curriculum. He's the one who has developed, the coding curriculum for Hackberry, AI curriculum for Hackberry, and in fact, he is the one who's developed curriculum not only for companies and colleges, but also for Indian states. So like the state of Mizoram. And thank you, Nishant, for being with me here. So he's the one who's so we've together put down the Chat GPT workshop for you all. And here we are. So we'll start the content exactly at 4:05, which is in a couple of minutes. Yeah. Until then, tell me, is this the first time you all have joined anyone for the second time? Because this is like the 12th workshop that we're doing. Not on ChatGPT. This is the first workshop on ChatGPT, but we've done multiple other workshops like how to teach machine learning, how to teach AI, how to teach coding in schools. Anyone for the second time, third time? Yes, no, please. Okay, first time. Anyone second time, third time, fourth time? Okay. Oh, third time. Mohammed Javed. Oh, yes, Javed, sir, of course. Glad you've joined. Okay, Deepti ma'am, second time. First night, Nancy ma'am. Okay, first time, first time. Oh, most of you all first time. Okay, wonderful. Great. So I think I'll get started with the workshop then. So good evening, everyone. My name is Dhruv. I am the Vice President of Marketing at Hackberry. Along with me, there's Nishant, who's my colleague and who's the head of curriculum at Hackberry. So we are Mumbai-based. We specialize in coding and AI platforms for schools. So we help schools with a platform to teach coding from grade 1 up to grade 10, where every grade learns something new like app development, web development. They learn block-based coding. So a lot of things throughout the grades. So they progress with the grades. And this is what we do. So earlier we used to do this only for our partner schools. But in the last 3-4 months, we've realized that, this is something that the whole community needs. It's not only particular school or particular teachers. So we've started doing this for the community. So this is the 12th workshop that we are doing for teachers. Until now, it used to be very technical workshops. We used to teach teachers how to use coding, how to use machine learning to play games in classrooms, and how to use machine learning using Python, how to teach programming, all of those things. But this is the first time we are doing it for an entire audience, which is a generic topic, which is ChatGPT. So let us get started. So I understand most of you all do not know about Hackberry as of now. So if you all allow me just a couple of minutes, I have a short video to give you all a background of what Hackberry does. It's a 90-second video, and then we can immediately move on to the topic for the day. Yeah, does it make sense? Yes, no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Great, wonderful. So just give me a second. I'll quickly. Can you see the video? Okay. Yes. So this is a short video, just a 90-second video. So please hear it out and see if it is relevant. We can discuss in the end. Um, have a look.
Thousands of students, teachers, and schools across the world use Hackberry to impart coding, AI, and computational education to build a powerful learning experience and portfolio throughout the schooling years. With our project based, practical oriented curriculum, students learn web development, app development, artificial intelligence, Python programming, blog based programming, and many more foundational subjects to develop a creator's mindset for lifetime. Teachers love Hackberry for its seamless integration of our NEP aligned and STEM.org certified curriculum with learning outcomes, lesson plans, progress tracking, and project assessment tools. Built keeping teachers in mind and students at heart, Hackberry is easy to use and meets every teacher's needs. This makes teaching 10 times simpler and reduces 90% of lesson planning time for the teachers. Schools love Hackberry for its cost effectiveness and highly valuable add ons like teacher training workshops, excellent ongoing support, master classes by industry experts, national level competition exposures, and brilliant showcase projects by students. With Hackberry, all schools can give their students an opportunity to learn AI and programming. Come, partner with us to make this a reality in your beautiful school.
Great. I hope this made sense. I've changed the angle so that the light y'all can see me better. Wonderful. I hope the video made sense. If y'all think there is any synergy in your school and y'all would want a platform like that, we can discuss toward the end. Uh, okay, so wonderful. Welcome everyone. So we'll start with the why. Why are we doing this workshop and why for free? So this is not the first workshop I was just sharing previously. This is not the first workshop we've been doing. This is like the 12th workshop today. Um, the thought came that we've realized that a lot of educators, get stuck in terms of learning because they are in that limited environment, and it's very important that, especially in technology, they understand what's going on, be updated with it, learn with it, and grow with it. Because students are not going to stop; students are going to learn and grow. And so it's equally important for educators, if not more, to keep up the pace with the technology trends so that they can train, guide students, and also be, equally contributing in their journeys. With that objective, we started workshops with our partner schools, but we soon realized that, it's not only our partner schools that need knowledge, continuous knowledge sharing. So we started this for the community. So right now our community is around 400 teachers strong, and we plan to just do it for everyone. So every month we do one workshop. We take up a topic. So we have a WhatsApp group. It's a small WhatsApp community where we ask what is it that you'll want to learn next time, and we create a workshop around it. So this was for Chat GPT. It was something that we assumed that, everyone would want to learn, because we've transformed the way we are working internally right now. Even in my marketing department, in the academics department, we've kind of transformed the way we've been working, and we thought this is going to be the perfect topic for today. Yeah. So we get started with this. So the first question for all of y'all: who all have never used ChatGPT? Just say a yes in the chat box and we would know. Just type a yes quickly. Yes. Okay, a lot of y'all. Wonderful. That's great. Oh, I just realized I'm not sharing my screen. Just a second. Great. So, what do y'all know about ChatGPT? So, what do y'all think? Y'all must have heard a lot in the news, and we've seen so many articles around it, so many news around it. Any ideas? You all can unmute and speak, or you can type. Do you all think uh, Chat GPT is going to take away our jobs? Yes, no. And we'll reason it. Okay, we'll reason if we say no or yes, whatever. We are going to reason it out today. Okay, no. Wonderful. So, oh, Seema ma'am says yes. Okay. A lot of y'all say no. Wonderful. No, human brains are powerful. Yes, we are. So, what is Chat GPT, anyways? What is GPT? Can anyone tell me what GPT in the Chat GPT uh, name? Mm-hmm. Charu ma'am says it's a good assistant. Perfect. Very good. I think you all have a very good understanding of Chat GPT. Now, what is GPT? Nothing great. It's called Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Um, well, the whole objective is that it has been pre-trained on a lot of huge amount of text data, which it uses to make a very conversational type discussion with us in a chat format. And hence, it's called Chat GPT. It's called NLP, which is Natural Language Processing Applications. So, in general terms, I think Charles ma'am also mentioned it. Okay, it's more like a super intern. So, if you have a super intern, someone who knows everything, who's read everything, and who can answer anything that you want, is ChatGPT. Now, the task is for you to ask the right question, to try and understand. Now, this intern knows everything. How should I ask? For example, if you just ask the intern, mm, I want to eat something, get me something to eat. And that intern says, okay, sure, why not? And he'll go and he'll get something for you. Now he'll get maybe cheese sandwich for you, and probably you are on a diet and you really wanted to lose some weight and you wanted to avoid cheese and carbs. Now the intern has brought this for you, but he's supposed to be smart, right? Now the problem is that we didn't ask the right question, so we don't expect the intern to give the right answers. And that's all that we have to understand about ChatGPT. It's all about asking the right questions. Does that make sense until now? Yes, yes, no. So you all can keep asking questions. So I have Nishant with me, who's also going to keep reading all your questions, and whatever question is very relevant, we'll quickly take it up, or maybe we'll take it up in the end. Now, um, can you tell me what is the biggest task? So let me ask this way. For example, what is a major brain wrecker for you all? What eats up a lot of your time? For example, one thing I know is creating a timetable. Yes, no. Yes. Okay, what else? What else? Question papers. Very good. Very good. What else? Finding innovative
Worksheet,
ideas.
worksheets.
Worksheets. I agree. Lesson planning. Yes. No, this is exactly um, the problem area for educators. I understand. What else? One lovely answer was finding innovative ideas, because I realized that being educators, suppose we are teaching since 7 8 years and now we are out of ideas. How do we get more ideas to teach students? Teaching strategy, answers of text questions, okay, assembly scripts. Wow, very good. What is still a stressor? I think all of these are very relevant, and we'll pick up. So what we'll do is, out of these problem areas, we'll pick up a couple of them, and we'll try to write prompts so that we get the right answers. Activities. What do you mean activities, man? Best teaching practices. Okay. What else? What else? We'll just invest one more minute to understand the problem areas, and then we'll pick up something and we'll try to find answers to it. Any other answers? Okay, you tried writing speeches, songs with ChatGPT. It worked. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Content to write letters. So true. In fact, it's very true that at least the admin level people, principals, administrators, management, they invest a lot of time in writing content to a notice for parents, a notice for children, a notice for school, an email to management. Yes, no, do you all agree? Yes. And having the right tone, right language, grammatical errors, uh, which paragraph, what should we ask, how should we write, and this takes up so much of your time that the core job is at the sideways. Okay, so we'll look into all of these things. So, quick understanding of Chat GPT. The best two things about Chat GPT is that it answers like a human. Okay, it's like having a conversation with someone, and it asks you questions, it interacts like a human, and I think that is something that ensures that you ask the right question in the end. Okay, the second part is also that it's all dependent on your input prompts. So if you are not asking the right questions, it's difficult for ChatGPT to give you the right answers, even if it knows everything. Okay, so it utilizes deep learning techniques to analyze and generate text-based output. Until now, ChatGPT gives only text-based output, and there are different platforms to do different things. For ChatGPT is mostly text-based. Make sense? So, can someone tell me what's the difference between Google and ChatGPT?
Google gives you many options, then
Yes.
you choose, and ChatGPT gives you the particular thing what you are looking for.
Okay, fair enough. What else? Google is a search engine, right? Genuine information. So, Amrita, Miss Amrita, you're saying genuine information. Who gives genuine information, Google or ChatGPT? So an interesting question here. Ravi sir is asking, have you prepared this PPT from ChatGPT? I can say 30% of it, yes, because a lot of prompts and answers are from ChatGPT. Of course, the content is not from ChatGPT, but a lot of prompts that you will see are from ChatGPT because I wanted latest information and ChatGPT does not give latest information. But a very good question, Ravi sir. Okay, so we'll quickly get the answers to what is the difference between Google and ChatGPT. Technically, five major differences. One is the source of the data. So Google, what it does, it aggregates everything and puts it in front of you. That hey, see, the whatever you search, you will get the information in all of these places. Google has also ranked it according to uh, the 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 content, how many people have liked the content, how many people have seen the content, where is it ranking, how many links does it have, how many people have visited this website. Based on all of that algorithm, it gives a ranking, which also is a good validity of the authenticity of the content. ChatGPT has no ranking algorithm because it is not showing you all the links. It's going to answer your question. Okay. Third is real-time information. So Google gives you up-to-date information. So I was doing a quick research. I was visiting Bangalore and I wanted to visit some schools in Bangalore. So I did a quick search on principal name, and I was searching on Chat GPT, and I asked for principal name or something, and it gave me three four principals name and schools. And when I visited the school, all the principals had changed, and I realized that hey, I'm so wrong that this information was only limited up to September 21, and after that there has been no information which is fed to Chat GPT. In fact, I also realized that for the people who never use Chat GPT, do you all have Chat GPT in front of you all right now? I'm sorry I didn't think about that. So there's this website. If you all can just do a Google search on Chat GPT, please. I'm sorry I didn't mention it earlier. Okay, so you all can do a Google search on Chat GPT or just start open AI, open.ai. Nishan, can you share the link for Chat GPT in the chat box? Yes. Okay, we are going to share a link for Chat GPT for those who haven't used it. So what you'll do is please bookmark this ChatGPT link. So every time, just like Google, y'all can search on ChatGPT itself. Okay, so oh, someone has already shared. No, no, ma'am. Thank you so much. So there's this link in the chat box. So if y'all can just save this link uh, and have it in front of y'all, it will be wonderful for this workshop. Okay. So what are we going to learn in this workshop? I'll quickly go through the agenda again. We'll understand what is ChatGPT versus Google. Why should we understand this technology? Then the most important part of this workshop, how to use it. We'll take up case studies. We'll take up use cases of what an educator would need. Understand how to prompt. What is a prompting formula? And also understand the most important thing are the safety tips, safety measures for children. Okay, this is the agenda for this 1 hour workshop today. Quickly jumping into, okay, sorry, I'm not sharing my screen right now. Yes. So key differences. Third is the real-time updation of data. On ChatGPT, you do not get updated data. Okay. And on Google, if you want anything latest, up-to-date, recent, then it has to be on the web, not on ChatGPT. User interaction. Google search provides a list of search results for users to explore, but ChatGPT does not give a list of search results. It generally engages in conversations, and it gives you what it gets from the text data that it has. Okay. For example, just to give you a small example, Google is more like an agent. So suppose you want to organize a birthday party, you go to an agent would say, you can get the cake from there. Here's a card for this cake shop. Here's a card for this event planner. Here's a card for maybe the caterer, and here's a card for the decorator. And that is what Google would do. Plus, Google would also say, I prefer this caterer because it has paid me, which is paid promotions. Okay, so then on Google, there are a lot of paid promotions as well. ChatGPT would not do that. ChatGPT would exactly probably give you all a plan that, for events, do this, play these games, uh, do this kind of decoration, and all of those things. Does that make sense? Yes, no? Yes? Okay, wonderful. So that is the core difference between Google and ChatGPT. Do you all have any questions on this? Because this is a very important slide to understand. Or we'll just move ahead quickly. Okay. And so Google is going to share links. It is not going to give all the information upfront. ChatGPT will give you all the information upfront. Great. Now, very critical. Why is it important to understand this technology? First, as a parent, what do you all think? Is it important? Yes, no? Yes, it is very critical. First of all, to understand what children are doing, what is the technology that they're going to use. And if we don't, so a lot of when Google came in and a lot of children are using Google as a search engine, a lot of parents are concerned that what are they searching? We have no idea. Google gives such dangerous search results that we have no control over it. Now, control will come when you understand the technology. And now there's the new era of searching, which is AI based. And it's very critical that you all understand the first step. Yes. So as a parent, it's very important so that you can guide responsible and safe use, address safety concerns, and enhance communication with the children. If you don't understand the technology, you're cutting off one channel of communication. You don't know what to talk about because they are probably searching on ChatGPT, they are creating songs, they're creating so many things on ChatGPT, and we have no idea. As a professional, and I really mean this when I say this, as a professional, it really boosts your productivity. So recently, we have an agency, we have a marketing agency, and their content creator was on leave for a couple of weeks. In that time, we used ChatGPT extensively, and we realized that we can do a much better job with ChatGPT, investing just 1/10 of the time that we would have taken explaining what we want to create to the content creator. and it really boosted productivity. So now we think that we don't really need a dedicated content creator for our team. Drives innovation, improves decision making, and it's important you learn this to stay ahead in the digital world. For example, there is something called as ATS, which is application tracking system when you apply for jobs. Okay. So if there are thousands of applications, why would a system uh, how would the system prioritize a few resumes which are most relevant? That is through ATS, which is application tracking system. Now, most of us would not know what are the keywords, how to create a resume that is ATS compliant. But if you know ChatGPT, if you can ask ChatGPT to create a resume for you, it will create something which is ATS compliant. And hence, you stay ahead of others who do not know these things. Third, and the most important thing, as an educator, you personalize learning experiences, you increase student engagement, and you support diverse learners. So a lot of them would be creative, someone would be analytical. You ensure that you have an answer for all. Does it make sense? Yes, no. Now we are moving into the most important topic section for today, how to use ChatGPT and what can you do with it. Are we good to go ahead? Any questions? Am I going too fast, too slow? Are you all there? Yes, no. Okay, great, perfect. So what can you do with ChatGPT? Broadly, five things. One can learn. Uh, I was thinking, should we parallelly experiment with these things as we discuss, or should we do it in the end? So you can just type now or later. In the end, okay. Now, so there are five things, and we can probably see one example of each use. Okay, a lot of them are saying later. So we'll pick up a couple of examples in a couple of points, and we'll see how it works. First use, and the most important use, is learning anything new. So if you'd want to start a fitness regime, okay, if you'd want to start a strength training program, you don't have a personal trainer. If you prompt ChatGPT the right way, it will create a complete training schedule for you, understanding your BMI, understanding your weight, understanding your age, understanding what you want to do. Do you want to do yoga? Do you want to do strength training? Do you want to do cardio? It will create a plan for you. Okay. So if you want to learn anything, you could work. Most important, if you want to learn a new language, it will really help you learn a new language itself from the start. If you want to learn how to write a book, so it will help you. It's just that the way you ask is very important. So you can't ask that, hey, write a book for me on education policy, and it wouldn't write the book. First, you'll have to describe the topics that you want to have. Then you go deep into each topic. Then you go on sections, and then you make the entire book. Does that make sense? So we'll do this B, which is research and summarize. Let's do a quick example of that. Okay, let's do it together. Um, okay, does everyone know about NEP? Yes. So at least in India, I think most of you all would know about NEP. So NEP is National Education Policy, which was launched in 2020. So what we'll do is now share my screen and let's do a quick search on NEP. Yes. Okay. So this is what the ChatGPT interface looks like. I'll do a quick search and I'll search summarize NEP 2020 policy. Now, what do you want to do for maybe with respect to coding education in school is represent in tabular format. Does this because The NEP is almost 80 pages long. So I was going through it recently and I realized it's 80 pages long. So here you are. This is the summary with respect to coding education. Can you all see it? So it talks about technology integration, how to do that, uh, use of digital tools, resources, computational thinking, coding in curriculum, how to do professional development, which is teacher training, and how to partner with industry experts to ensure that coding is done the right way in the school. How quick was that? Did it even take 1 minute? Yes. Do you all have any questions? Okay, so that was one quick example of how to do a summary search. Now I'll get back to what we were doing. So was this good enough? A good example to have? Yes. So the most important part is it will digest long research articles and summarize it for you. So it's very helpful for academicians who are doing their research, who are doing a research for children projects. There are so many articles, tons of data online. Now you can't really read. What you can do is you can copy paste that entire article in ChatGPT, and in the end you ask it to summarize, and it will quickly give you a summary. Yeah, does it make sense? Uh, okay, so that was the second point. Third, and I think my favorite one is that you can create so many things with ChatGPT. You can create newsletters, you can write emails, and these are professional, something that probably not all of us would be able to write. Really good professional level emails, create report cards, storylines, plays, poems, songs, essays, question papers, MCQs, notices, CV, LinkedIn profile, and quotes, and much more that you can think of. Any thoughts? What else can you all do? Any other examples? What can you create? Okay. I hope you all are able to hear me. Lesson plans, yes. Codes, correct. Songs, speeches, presentations. Can you repeat? Okay. So I just mentioned, Lokesh sir, that we can also create so much using ChatGPT. Here is an example. In fact, I have a cheat sheet created for you all, which I'll be sharing with all of you all after this workshop. So you all can use that as your ready reference always. Okay, this is the third use. First is learning something new, researching, creating. Fourth is organizing. So you can organize your schedules, your diet, your workout, your business, school planning, all of those things using ChatGPT. And the last is you can code. Okay, for people who have no technical understanding but who would still want to create a website with the help of ChatGPT or write small codes, ChatGPT can do this for us. So we'll take up some examples now. But before that, how to get great results? Okay, well, it's all about your prompting skills. Now let us see what does a bad prompt look like. Okay, so let us quickly see, how to get bad results. So I'll maybe just take up one small bad prompt and share it with you all. I'll share my entire screen now. Okay, so now I'm going to do a quick bad prompt search. I'm saying that, hey, write an email regarding coding class introduction in my school. Okay, and I asked ChatGPT about this, and it starts answering. It will not ask me questions. It is the smartest intern, but the problem is it is too smart. It will not ask me question, it will directly get started giving the answer. Now, do you all see this email? Imagine you writing such a big email to anyone. The objective was that we write an email to parents, as school representatives and principals, we might have to write a notice or an email to parents. Now, can you quickly tell me what was the problem? Why is this such a bad prompt? Look at this email. Look at the length of this email, the content of this email. It has been directed to the principal, dear principal, and it has written all of these things. Why do you all think this was a bad prompt? Can you all tell me quickly? First of all, do you all agree this was a bad prompt? Just
You
say,
you
yeah,
didn't mention any class, any particular topic. It was just in general that you want to introduce coding classes in your school.
correct,
So
ma'am.
the email was created in general, covering all the classes and covering all the details.
Correct. So I was not specific. That is correct. Why was this still a very bad prompt? We have not mentioned details. Sally ma'am says no keywords were used. Prompt was vague, non-specific. So Zankruti ma'am is saying too long. The answer was too long, but my prompt wasn't too long. My prompt was just one line. Okay, any other reason why it was a really bad prompt? Nothing was clearly asked. Makes sense. Now, let us look at another prompt, okay, for the same reason. So this is something that I created recently. Act as an expert email writer. Can you all see the screen? Should I zoom it in? Okay. So, act as an expert email copywriter in the education space. Write email to the parents about introduction of coding as a new activity in the school from grade 5 upward. Tone should be optimistic and promising. Keep it short and personal. This email is written by Miss Asmita Poddar. This is just an example. Principal of the Bishop School. Use bullet points to emphasize on important points. No sentence should be longer than 150 words. Also mention about a slight increase in fee by rupees 500 per annum. Okay, now this was so specific. Now let's see what do we get as an answer to this prompt. Can you all see this? Can you all see the screen? So here it is written to the parents. Now you all can see the enthusiasm. I am thrilled to share some exciting news with you regarding an enriching addition to our school curriculum. We firmly believe, so it was also optimistic and positive. So we firmly believe that coding education is an essential skill for our children's future success in the digital age, and hence we are introducing this. So they were very specific about coding for grade 5 and upward. It promotes creativity and all of those reasons. Affordable fee adjustment. So it mentions all of these things. Should you have any questions and concerns, reach out to us. Thank you for your continued trust and partnership. It also gives the signature. Is this at least 10 times better than the previous one? Yes, no. Do you all think this was any better than the previous prompt? Yes. So the point is that now very minimal changes would be required to this prompt or this email. And you all can just quickly copy paste this email, add a little personalization and send it off. And it will take you all just 1 or 2 minutes. Make sense? You all don't really have to check a lot of grammar, sentence formations, ensure that it's written right, it communicates the message, and it's ready to go. Okay, I hope this was helpful. We'll move on with where we were. Now, what is the ideal prompt formula? This is going to be the only takeaway if you're even if you leave right now. I think this should be the takeaway for you all. What is the ideal prompt formula? Step one is assign a role and give context. Okay, here we assign the role as act as an expert email content writer. And then you also gave the context. This is an email to be written to parents for an introduction of a new activity in school. Then explain the task. So here's an example. Explain the task. Write a short play on the theme, save the planet. Okay. Now give third step, give specific criteria. The play should be for around 15 minutes long. It is performed by 4 fifth grade students, Rahul, Tina, Ajay, and Amar. The tone should be exciting, curious, and imaginative. D. Give commands and also mention what you do not want. So here you mention add a narrator if required, and also mention scene sequences. E is refine the output. So maybe you can, in the end, you can also mention end it with a short poem having 8 lines. Okay, do you all want to try this in ChatGPT? How does it come across? Would you all want to try this prompt in ChatGPT and create a play? Should we try that? Okay, I think I should have the prompt somewhere. Okay, here we have. Okay, let's try it in ChatGPT. So just to save time, I had already uh, tried all of these prompts. I think I missed out on one thing. The previous email that we had written, we can immediately change it to Marathi, Hindi, whatever language we think would be better. So here was one email that we had written. And in the end, we just mentioned translate this email to Marathi. And you get the entire email ready in Marathi to be sent. Okay, that is something that you all can do. Okay, so we'll quickly do a quick search on the play thing. So this is the prompt that we are going to start. We'll do it in a new chat window. Here's the prompt, and let's see what's the outcome like. Now, this is something that would have taken days for us to create. Now, let's see how much time does ChatGPT take. So you must also know that this version of ChatGPT is not the latest version. So there is ChatGPT 4. So this is probably 3.5 or 3. What is it? 3.5. This is 3.5, and this is also not the plus version. So plus version, there's a fee to it, which is $20. Okay, and there's ChatGPT 4, which is a little more quicker. And probably I've asked it too many questions for the day. So let's see if I have something already here. Oh, yes, I found it. So this was exactly the prompt that I had written earlier. Write a short play. The play should be 15-minute long, add narration, and a short, engaging poem of 8 lines on the theme. So it created the theme. The title was created by itself, The Earth Defenders. Now I had not given names of students, so it created their own names, Emma, Alex, Lily, Max, and Earth. Now they have also created the scene, the entire scene that is revolving around it. Also the actions, Emma is pointing at the tree, look at these leaves, they are so green and beautiful. I wonder how they help the earth. Curiosity, because we had mentioned the tone, it should be curiosity. And hence, everything ends with a question. I want to know more about how it sustains our planet. Okay. And in the end, so let us just quickly look at the poem that it had created within a minute. So they recite the poem in the end. After children go through the entire play, it says, "In forests deep and oceans wide, a wondrous planet let's take in a stride. From mountains tall to valleys low, the earth's wonders let's strive to know. We'll plant the seeds, watch them grow, reduce, reuse, and let waste go. Together we stand, a mighty force, protecting the earth, a guiding course." So This is what it created, and I don't know if I would have been able to create this even after a week or of effort. What do you all think? Do you all agree? Yes, no? Okay, can you all share some comments? What do you all think? Do you think this will be really helpful? How would you all want to use it? Yes. Okay. So I think this was the most informative part. I know it was too quick because we just have like 10-15 minutes in hand, but this is worth hours of your time. It's going to change the way you're going to work. So if you all want me to repeat, I'm happy to repeat the formula. You all want
May
me
I
to?
ask a question?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I wrote it, but I missed in the. So
Oh,
my question was that will ChatGPT accept prompts in other languages other than English also, maybe Hindi?
yeah. So, but we'll have to type it. So let us give it a quick try. Yeah. So it does. Yes, it understands different languages also, and it also, uh, you know, helps in translation too. So don't worry about that. It does understand a language, and it does help with different languages. Any other questions right now? Do you all want me to quickly walk you through this prompt formula again? Because this is the most important thing for today. And this is all that you all would need to transform everything that you're doing right now. Ravi sir asked a very good question. Will it demolish the originality of thoughts among students? Now, this is debatable. But of course, there was one time when calculators were introduced, and a lot of us, a lot of academicians, a lot of thinkers asked the question: Will it demolish the power of thinking, of calculating naturally? But has it demolished? Is the question. So it has only enhanced because now calculator is doing all the basic elementary calculation, and it is helping us imagine more and take up bigger tasks. Similarly, we also feel that chat gpt, if the students are just doing it as a shortcut, then you are right, sir. It will demolish the imaginative powers. But if we guide children to use it in the right way, where they use this as a platform to imagine, to create bigger things, then this will help us achieve more. Does it make sense? Okay, so we'll quickly move and we'll look at a couple of good examples, more examples. I think we've gone through these examples. Okay, I think we've gone through these two examples. So here's the breakup. So act as an expert copywriter in the education space was the context and the introduction of assigning the role. Then we gave it the task, which is in yellow. Then we decided the tone, whom should it be written to, and then we also gave it instructions, use bullet points to address, and also mention about the increase in fee. So this is the formula that you all need to use. What are the limitations? It lacks contextual understanding. So every time it wouldn't know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. It might misinterpret ambiguous statements because we are not all born writers. So it is possible that ChatGPT might not understand the way we write, and it might misinterpret. So propensity for bias, echoing biased viewpoints. So if a lot of people are searching the same thing in the same way, then it has a propensity to believe that it is true, and hence it will start echoing the same thing, and hence there is bias. So the point is, you cannot completely trust ChatGPT. It's very important to do our own research. There is a possibility of generation of false information as well. So again, this is from the data available from the searches made by people. Okay, this is not directly someone is adding. So providing inaccurate or outdated information is a very high possibility. It's insensitive to emotional context. So inappropriate responses to emotional topics. So you cannot take it as a therapist. So you can't say that, hey, I feel very low today, I feel suicidal today, what to do. So it will not understand all of these topics, and hence it has its own limitations. Now the most important slide for children: safety measures. How to ensure there is safety. Now, ChatGPT is an open platform. No matter if there are schools who ban it, in houses it might be banned, but you can't ban it really. Children can use the way they would want to. They would get access to it from somewhere or the other. So it's better that we understand how to make it safe. So parental guidance and monitoring is the most important thing. You set guidelines. So on Google Chrome, there are safety features. You can enable safe search option on your browser itself. That is one thing that you can do. Set guidelines, discuss responsible use. So you discuss what would children be using it for. Okay. Third is educate children about safe online safety, the risks, privacy, and also reach out for help in case they need it. So there are multiple parental control softwares. If you all do a quick Google search or even a Chat GPT search, you all will be able to find at least 5 parental control softwares. If you all have IT departments, so they would always know about such control softwares with limits the usage of certain words, certain activities, and access to certain sites. You must review and update privacy settings in your browser, report inappropriate and content or behavior. So these are at least 5, 6 things that you all can immediately implement. But the core of it is that you understand the technology and then guide the children to make the right use of it. Does it make sense? Yes, no? I think that is it. I think it's exactly 5 o'clock. I can share some more examples if you all want me to, if you all have the time. Do you all want me to, or it made sense?
Good afternoon, sir. I have a doubt.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah, sometimes I am getting a message like this. I have sent it in the chat now.
Okay.
Something went wrong. If this issue persists, please contact.
Okay. So ChatGPT has its limitation because there are so many
Okay.
people in its very nascent stage. So their entire technology is not exactly built right now. They are not ready to launch for the entire world. So
Okay, sir.
there are some times when there will be too many users and it will not be able to give you the information.
Okay. And
Yeah.
is there any limit to that? How many questions can we ask? Is
Yeah.
there any limit for that?
So there are tokens. So ChatGPT calls it tokens. It has a
Okay.
number of tokens. So around it has to be around 2,000 words, maximum of 2,000 words in the entire chat. It's not about only the question. It's question plus the answer. Should generally not
Oh,
exceed
okay.
2,000, 2,500 words. That is in ChatGPT 3.5 that we're talking. In ChatGPT 4, the token size is increased.
Okay, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. What else? Yes. So Ravi sir is saying that now same kind of options are available with Bing. A word. Yes. So they are different. So the technology is different. Of course, the objective is very similar. In fact, one newer advancement right now is that ChatGPT 4 paid version has an extension of Bing. So one limitation that ChatGPT currently has, it is not updated. It is outdated. But with this extension in ChatGPT 4, where you can search it through Bing, is live. So you then it is completely live. I mean, it's not outdated. You can get live results with the integration of Bing with ChatGPT. But these are different platforms. So and it has different search results. So I've tried multiple. We've used Bard, we've used Bing, we've used ChatGPT. So the responses made by ChatGPT are much more comprehensive as compared to other platforms. Okay, let me also give you all a couple of other examples just so that you all it's just food for thought before we end this session. Um, okay, let's create a report card or a timetable. Okay, would that help? Should we take up that example of how to create a timetable or how to create a resume or maybe how to create a fitness plan, how to create a travel plan? Okay, let's do a travel plan. We've done a lot of education things. So let's do a personal travel plan. How beautiful travel plan it will look. So there were news articles recently where someone saved hundreds of dollars, hundreds of pounds actually, and she made her own travel plan on ChatGPT. So let's see. I have this travel plan example. Let's quickly do that. So here, I mentioned act as an expert travel guide. Make a plan for me and my family, which is two children and a wife, just one wife, for a 7-day tour to Southeast Asia. Give a detailed itinerary of places to visit. I've also mentioned the total budget should not exceed 2 lakhs. Not that I have 2 lakhs, but I just mentioned that. Give all important information in tabular format. Now, this is the key word. Tabular format is going to be a real magical thing for y'all. So everything, if you're getting tabular format, it will look beautiful and quick with various columns to share approximate cost in a 3-star hotel. So let's quickly look at what this will give us.
Dhruv, till such time it's working on your travel plan, just have a question.
Yeah.
These days, students are making use of Chat GPT to write down lots and lots of things. I would like to know, are there any sites apart from the plagiarism checker? Is there anything else that I can use so as to find out whether Chat GPT has been used to create it, or it's still in the nascent stage?
In fact, let me ask Nishan this because you'll be the best. Nishan, what do you think? Are there any other sites that you've seen?
So plagiarism checker is a first thing.
Okay.
It is a option the best to use.
No,
And
no, no. I tried out plagiarism checker. I created something from ChatGPT, tried it out on plagiarism checker. It's not able to give me that it is plagiarized.
okay, so there are some generative text recognizer. There are some generative text recognizer whether they can verify that it has been generated from Chat GPT AI or not, or any generative AI or not. This way.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll note down your question also, man. So we'll also do our research and maybe share links with you where you can do this check.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Thank you.
Yeah, we can share some websites who do this kind of thing, and there are definitely some websites.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sure. Okay, so here it was. So I asked, what can be the plan like? So here it gave me a detailed day one plan. Go to Bangkok. This would be the cost. Check in here. Go to Grand Palace. This will be the entry fee. Explore this. So similarly, it has made a plan for me for 7 days in a tabular format. Okay, like exactly place to visit on day 4 is Taprom. This would be entry fee. This is what you see there. Yeah, does it make sense, everyone? Okay. Any other questions? Do you all have any questions? Do you all want me to try out any other use cases for us?
I want to ask something. Maybe I missed the point when you said that version 3.5 allows 2,000 words. So is it 2,000 words per month, per year? How is it?
No, no. It is for one chat.
Oh,
For one chat window. Yes. So it
and
is
there's no.
including the answers. It is including the answer also.
All right. So other than that, one can keep asking as much as often.
Yes, yes. And after some time, when you see that the entire chart window it has reached its limits, the accuracy starts going down. So you will not get accurate answers. It will become very slow because it has its token limits and the token have been used up.
I see. Thank you
So you
very
can
much.
kind of delete the chat and refresh everything again.
Thank you.
One thing that you can always do is that suppose after the entire discussion of very long discussion you realize that it was too long. What you can do is just you can mention summarize uh, the entire discussion, and you can take that summary, which will be hardly a very small summary, copy paste it in a new chat, and then start the entire discussion again. Make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much, Dhruv.
Sure. Okay, so for Charul ma'am, I think who had asked the question earlier, Nishan has shared a link in the chat box right now, which mentions how to check if it is ChatGPT generated.
Okay, let me just check it. Okay, I'll just copy paste this.
Company ID. It will tell you whether chat GPT has generated or not.
Okay, and the second link that you see there is from OpenAI itself, which will mention whether it's ChatGPT generated or not.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, if this all makes sense, maybe we'll take a couple of minutes just to inform you all about the next workshops if you are doing it. So as I shared in the before we started this conversation, is that we have a small community. Uh, because we understand that every time going through the emails, registering everyone, missing out on emails, waiting for meeting IDs and everything is a task and it's painful. So we have a small WhatsApp group. So if you all would like to just be a part of it, we don't spam nothing. It's just on Tuesdays we share one technical article or something on coding or machine learning or artificial intelligence, something like that, on pedagogy, and we share the monthly workshop plan. Okay, so Nishant will just share one link in the chat box. You all can just click and just join the group, and then you all don't need to wait for my emails or need to register or anything. You all will get the meeting IDs, everything on the group itself. So here's the link. Take in 1 minute and just join so that you all don't have to wait for the next workshop detail. Yeah, so this was one thing. I recommend that you all quickly do this so that because my email list has become very long and we would like to add new people now. Second thing, I would really like some, first of all, did this workshop make sense? Did you all really like the content of the workshop? You all think it would be helpful? Yes? Great. So I request just two things from you all. One is a feedback on this workshop. So Nishant will just share one link here where you all can give your feedback because it took us around 5 days to create this content and we think it's worth a feedback, please. So please share feedback with us. So Nishant is going to share one link right now. So he's just shared it. Please click on the link, fill up the form so we know how you felt. The last thing that we would really request is give us some reviews. So Hackberry is doing it in around 20 schools right now, and we would love to meet more schools, show them our platform, and also we would like to have more reviews on Google. So I'm just sharing one Google link with you all. If you all can just take in maybe a minute and say that hey, it was a good workshop or good content or anything, just one in one liner, that would really immensely help us in increasing our ranking on Google because Google works on ranking, right? So that is it. How will we get the certificate of participation? So the link that Nishan shared, let me reshare it with you all again. Here you all need to share your name, and on this name, the certificate will be generated within 1 week. So I've just reshared that link with you all. Please mention your full name, which will go on the certificate, and give the feedback. And within 1 week, we'll try and send the feedback, the 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 certificate to you all on your email ID. What else? Any other questions? Would anyone want to connect with us for the coding platform? That would be really nice of you all. Anyone? Yes, no? Ravi Kumar, sir. Okay, I'll just write down your name, sir, and I'll reach out to you. Anyone else who would like to just see our platform and maybe give us a small window to discuss? Anshu Kumar, sir. Okay. Which school is that? Medial International. Okay. Nishant is getting saved. Okay. Okay. I'll reach out to you all. Thank you so much. Is there anyone else who would want to connect with us for the coding platform? Please mention your school name. I'll reach out to you all. Okay. Thank you so much. Do you all have any questions? Yeah. We'll share the recording of this entire workshop again. So maybe by day after tomorrow or by Monday latest, you all will get the workshop cheat sheet that we've created for you all. You all can take a printout of the cheat sheet and keep it with you all. and you all can also get the recording of this. We'll probably share, put it up on YouTube, and you all can access that. Anything else, or we can log off for the day then? I hope you all have taken the feedback link, because that's important for you all to submit your names for certificates. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I hope this was very meaningful. We loved the interaction, and we would want to connect with you all next month. We'll take up a new topic, or we can go granular into this topic. Okay, we'll discuss this on the WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.